Thank you all very much for coming here. Futtuwa, which is the title for this thing, is basically about being young. Because Islam is the first belief system or ideology that understood that being young has got its own connotations. But not as youth culture as we understand it today, where is it to be abused. Futtuwa is about how to harness the energies of youth for the benefit of your own self and that of society. But it is a difficult process.
Radwa Ahmed, Farnan Ali. It's group 2. Is everybody there? Group 3 is Ahmed, Gibran Masood, Ahmed Dueli, Ehsan Abbas, Sabir Duay, Abdul Aziz Yaqub, and group 4, which is the rest of you, is Mujahid Hanan. Make your way to Brother Wasiq there. Is that everyone?
Children need to take advantage of this and use it. Like, they've got brand new gloves, they got UFC fighting champions. Like, this is, they've got facilitators leading different workshops. I'll be doing drama with them tomorrow. Like, this is a great event.
So this whole 2 days is really focusing on Islamic chivalry.
If you concentrate, you'll walk out of there 50% better at being able to defend yourself. That's guaranteed. But you've got to concentrate. There's a reason why you're doing this. So, okay, listen and learn. Let's go.
Give chance to the man now. Give chance to the man now. Brand new day. Brand new day. Brand new. Rock, June. Brand new day. Rock, June. Brand new. Rock, system. Give chance to the motherland. Let's get together. Groove to the Braka music. Brand new day is coming. Sharp, clear, and bright. Brand new day is coming. Sharp, clear, and bright. Break away, Chan, lose this bounce out from.
And what you realised at that point was that the machine isn't going to do exactly what you're telling it to do or you want it to do. Do you understand? And that you actually haven't got complete control over your senses. Right now, who's hot? Put their hands up. Who's hot in this circle? Yeah? Who's hot? Hands up, hands up. Okay. If you think to yourself, I'm cold, is that going to make you cold? Is that going to make you cool? No, it isn't, is it? Because of the fact that you're so much a slave to your senses. Do you understand? You guys are at this, you're in this stage right now where everything's sensory. Even when you're training, you're thinking to yourself, okay, I'm going to hit, like, you're relying on your eyes, you're relying on your physicality, but really, what we're talking about here is we're talking about learning it in a natural, responsive way. We say, okay, you can't actually rely on your eyes, you can't actually rely on just the weight of your physicality to get things done.
Now, the nature of fight, you cannot fight if you come in with all harsh energy. It's impossible to win. You can ask any expert martial art, they will tell you the same thing. So the two energy now, you can see just now we learn, everyone is in very high pitch, want to do something. Now all of a sudden we've been called to prayer and peace. SubhanAllah. That's ni'mah. That's balance.
What is chivalry? When you say chivalry, what are the words that come to your mind?
I don't know how to do it.
I see, so acting respectful towards others and yourself.
Towards others, yeah?
Yeah, and yourself.
Towards yourself. Do you think that everyone who is of a certain age is a man?
Depends on your actions, aren't it?
Okay, so it's about your actions. So what actions do you have to take for you to be a man.
Look after your family.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
have some
so
kind of
marriage.
responsibility. So being responsible, right?
Pay some bills.
I can say to you, okay, me and my brother, we've grown up in a very hard way. We grew up with a lot of fighting, we grew up with poverty, we were made homeless, we grew up with a lot of racism. Yeah? As we grew up, those experiences taught us that, okay, if you react in a certain way, you'll be safe. So we learned that if someone came up and was threatening, you just broke them and that was it. You just tear that person apart. That's what our experiences taught us. They taught us to be reactionary.
And a lot of times about the youth, they don't understand the higher purpose, or they don't understand the outcome. That it's about the outcome, how it's all going to play out. You see, it's not about the here and now. A lot of times we think it's about the here and now, the moment in which we're in. But it's about learning that things are going to play out ultimately as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants them things to play out. So then we become people of purpose.
We've got this term, La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah. And that Muhammadur Rasulullah is the messenger. Now, thank Allah, I met a student of the Messenger of Allah who taught me to love the Messenger of Allah. And Sheikh Ali taught me that it wasn't about reacting. That this strength that Allah's given you is a trust from Allah to help to show justice, to stand up for justice, and in that sense, respond in the correct way. And when we're talking about Futtuwa talks about other means to give everything its justified place. Do you understand? To give everything its justified place. So, when it talks about the humanity around you, it isn't about what you perceive to be your right and reacting in that way.
How would that affect me? If I'm a non-Muslim, I don't know nothing about Islam, but I'm seeing this guy and this is how he lives his life. What kind of effect will that have on me?
You realise what you're doing wrong.
Exactly. So it will kind of teach me about myself without even him having to shout or say nothing, right?
Before I came here, it was like, it was very like, I didn't expect it like this, and I was like always messing about outside. Never thought it was just causing trouble, getting arrested, but then today, I feel like I'm doing something that useful, innit?
What we're doing is we're taking the youth from a reactionary mindset, which is the obvious problem, which is them judging life through their previous experiences and bringing them to a state of positive response. So rather than just reacting, they're responding from a positive core, that core being the mercy of the Prophet ﷺ. Where the physical training fits into this is letting them know that their sensory perception isn't as solid as what they thought it was.
Because like I went to the other classes and they told me that life's not just about acting bad and stuff, it's more into the deen.
And here that we have to be people as youth who are people who are struggle against the oppression of the world in order to bring about a world that is truly beautiful and truly tranquil. And we can only be that if we become people of a higher calling. People who understand that this religion is not just for me, but it's a religion. The ethics of the religion is something that all of humanity is in dire need of. Everybody's in need of being in a state of peace.